To the average person, these New Balance shoes are casual streetwear, but to an initial D fan, these are the footwear of the fastest man on the mountain, Takumi Fujiwara. But are these just cool collector's items, or will you really be delivering tofu at unimaginable speeds?
We're gonna see if they are actually good for driving or not. I have my suspicions. One thing that it kind of does have is like an angled heel. So when you're like putting the power down, you can have a little bit of modulation. Makes it very smooth, you know? So you can be that smooth operator taco meat. Dude, now I need to buy a Hachiroku. I have an FC already. Does that count?
In order to find out if the initial D New Balances are really an optimal sim racing shoe, we'll need to compare them against a wide variety of shoes.
And our perfect first shoe is no shoe. Barefoot. Just socks provide a direct feel to pedal, offering better sensitivity and control compared to bulky shoes. Without stiff soles, you can modulate throttle and brake inputs more precisely. I have a load cell brake pedal, which means that the amount of brake force is based off the amount of pressure you put on pedals. It can get pretty tiring after a while because you don't have that extra weight from the shoes to help you apply braking force. Socks are a 7 out of 10. They're reliable, but not the best for long stints in the simulator, and they are probably the most boring all the options in this video. So let's go on to something way more exciting, but is it practical? It's definitely warm and comfy, and it is. We have the Don Quixote penguin slippers, bro. These ones are really comfy. I don't have high expectations, but you know, we gotta test them. Someone's gotta try it out. We're going at least 60% faster. Like, these things just scream speed. These are slippery. Honestly, I think these would be pretty good if we added some grip tape or something. Okay, I think I gotta get my feet like deep in these things. This is not looking good. Oh! This is not looking good for the Don Quixote slippers, guys. This might be a doom. I think they wouldn't be that bad if they had like a sports mode or something, because it just feels like they're slipping a little bit. Oh, I will say it does kind of make me drive smoother because I can't be overly aggressive with my throttle inputs or else my foot goes sliding everywhere. Okay, so far we're up 0.7 of a second. This is crazy. The penguin slippers might actually be the GOAT. This is a totally scientific experiment, by the way. There goes the GTR. Lead the way, brother. That's where I crashed into the wall last time. This is the equivalent of Takumi doing the gum tape deathmatch. Are slippers the meta for training throttle control? Dude, I mean, somehow I am getting smoother with these things. Style is a 10 out of 10. These are swag, as the cool kids say, you know what I mean? The feel and control of the pedals is like a 5 or 4. Like, they feel pretty terrible. They're slippery, so they might be good for training yourself to become a smoother driver, but you definitely wouldn't want these in an actual race. Comfortability, we'd want to rate how long I could wear these for or tolerate wearing them. And while they're super soft and comfortable, like a 10 in terms of like I could wear them a long time, they're like a 5 in terms of like would I want to wear them. Overall, not a very competitive shoe, but surprisingly has some benefits. Let's get to those initial D type of shoes. I'm starting to love driving. I just want to drive. You know, when I'm behind the wheel of the car, it's just like, I'm not even thinking, I'm just driving. It's not like we're about to test them on the mountain pass in a Assetto Corsa on the 7kg battlegrounds. Okay, cue initial D sound effect editor. Initial D! Running in the 90s. Yeah, these are the best shoes for the mountain pass, obviously, because Takumi used them, right? The Takumi shoes may not be the best shoe on the mountain. They're very comfortable on your feet and give you good control of the car and allow you to heel toe and be precise enough. However, I quickly learned that they were not as precise as the racing boots, which I had just previously tested before this run. This is why I am just completely locked in, not giving much commentary at all, because in order to beat the time I did seamlessly in the racing boots, it was taking me lots of focus. At this point, I was not gaining any free time due to track knowledge. It was consistency and carrying enough speed through the corner, which was tough.
Not to mention that there was another 8.6 chasing me down like he was Wataru or something, but this was definitely adding some additional pressure, forcing me to brake a little bit later than I would have preferred. Definitely isn't good for time attacking because you want all that exit speed going into the long straight. So, I mean, the time isn't really important. What really matters in this experiment is how the shoes feel on your feet and if they allow you to be a consistent driver on the mountain. They definitely do, because I was able to beat my time in the racing boots by a significant margin, believe it or not. So the consistency is definitely there with the Taco Meat shoes.
A little bit faster, a little bit faster. We broke into the 419s and the Takumi shoes. But not gonna lie, that's pretty decent.
No wonder Takumi uses them. Yeah, they're pretty good dailies. I would say this is the perfect daily shoe if you're driving up and down the mountain every day. So yeah, that does make sense why Takumi uses these. Perfect daily driver. But you could obviously get a little bit more performance if you go to the actual racing shoe. True racing shoes up next. Ciao! 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 Racing equipment isn't very comfortable, so maybe I wouldn't want to wear these a long time. But these probably should feel like I have the most control over the car. Impact racing. Racing boots. These feel too big for the pedals. Am I crazy?
Stop the cap.
I think I may have over tightened them because it feels like it's kind of hurting my feet a little bit. The Don Quixote slippers were definitely more comfortable, but this feels more precise, dare I say.
Racing shoes give you the best performance, but they are not the most comfortable at all. It also depends on what kind of car you're going to be driving in the racing simulator. If you're in a full race car, sure, it makes sense. For tofu deliveries and driving stock cars like a Hachiroku or a GR86, you're not wearing racing boots. Your sim racing experience would not really be reflecting reality. In the end, it's all about what works for you, what's comfortable. Onto my final ranking of all the shoes.
2.35 second improvement with these shoes on. In terms of comfortability, I'm gonna have to give these like a 7. They're kind of tight on your feet. I could probably loosen them up a little bit, but still, there's not much breathability. They get hot. My feel of the pedals and control of the pedals, I'm gonna have to give these a 10. This was crazy. I've never felt so in control of the car. These are definitely the try-hard sweat shoes you're gonna wear in an actual race. Slightly more performance, a lot more uncomfortable. Sweaty, hot, perfect daily. That's my opinion. I guess the moral of the story is it's really what you're going for. Best meme shoe, probably worst performance. Very, very comfortable. Average at everything. I would say this is like, I don't know, this is like the Toyota Camry of racing shoes. This would be like a Volkswagen bus, you know? Very comfortable, but performance really ain't there at all. This is like your actual race car, like your GT3 car, but very not comfortable. No amenities. For me, comfortability is the most important thing, which is why even in this 1 hour GT3 race, I decided to wear the Takumi shoes because they are just the most comfortable and easiest to slip on so I can get in as much seat time as possible, which is one of the most important things to improving your driving skills. If you're looking for a variety of racing options, use the link in the description box below to join my Aesthetic Courses server, the 7KG Battlegrounds. We do weekly 1 hour races and have a rotating Touge map, so you'll never be bored of sim racing. Hope to see you all there, and let's get that seat time in together and improve together. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to comment your favorite racing shoe that you like to use on your racing simulator, and be sure to like and subscribe the video for more.